Hello, everybody. Welcome to our podcast. The topic of our podcast is zodiac signs and why people still believe in zodiac signs. My name is Aida and I am host for today. My guests are Aikirim, who is astrology, and Amina, who is skeptic, and we will discuss the same topic with both sides, which give you opportunity to make conclusion together. Why this is a topic we want to discuss? Because I noticed that when you are scrolling your social media, especially TikTok or Instagram, you always can see in your recommendations that somebody can describe you according to your zodiac signs or matrix of fate. And even in our childhood, I remember that my dad and mom always listen on radio or in the car that in the news you can hear how you will spend your day according to your zodiac signs. And I was interested how did it work. And the first question which I want to discuss with you it is based on your knowledges, how do you explain why people are interested in zodiac signs and still believe in it? Because according to my researches, I found out an interesting citation about zodiac signs and belief in something. And it said, when we are confronting a mental overburden, accepting in something like soothsaying can feel like we are getting the answers we pain for a mind a troublesome time. Based on this, I wanted to ask you, is zodiac signs real and help people to find answers on their question, or it is just a self-suggestion?
Hello everyone again. My name is Akira and I'm an astrologer. Aida, thank you for your question. So, as an astrologer, I've been always interested in zodiac signs, and I was really passionate about finding myself, finding the meaning of my life, the purpose by the astrology, by the stars. So, I'm sure the most of people are like me. They often read the horoscopes or the stories that are related to their zodiac signs for accuracy of their guesses. People are always interested in natal cards or, as Aida said, fate matrix. In the sources that I read, let me cite, the history showed that people have been more curious about astrology during violent times, with interests rising during the Great Depression within the 1930s, as well as in Germany between two world wars, said Blankfeld in 2024 in his research. Basically, it shows us that believing in zodiac signs is kind of a salvation for people in a desperate situation. People in a particular seek solace, noticing that believing in zodiac signs mostly are more comfortable and they feel really safe than other religions. And notice I say religions, that's because I think that an astrology is kind of a religion, so that's why people still believe in it. Based on this example, what modern problems nowadays you think makes people still believe in zodiac signs?
Hello everyone, my name is Amina. I'm skeptic. I've never been believed in astrology, numerology, zodiac signs. I always notice on horoscope on page in my social media, um, and I was interested in this topic to refute that astrology is not true. Currently, at the moment, the topic of astrology, numerology is actively promote zodiac signs, myths, thereby people are inspired through the prism of astrology, that astrology and numerology will help them in life. People thereby begin to believe more in the horoscope than in themselves and hope for it. All these types of astrology, zodiac signs are not scientifically proven. So my question to Aida, why it is easier to believe in astrology, numerology, zodiac signs for something unnatural, and why do they have more faith in them in themselves?
Thank you for your question, Amina. In fact, I think that the faith in zodiac signs is kind of salvation of out of the situation, as noticed Aikirim. And I think it is similar with another religions like Christians or Islam, Buddhism, and etc. Because when you pray to the God or Allah, you ask mercy or make your life easier because of your real problems. And as noticed Lyman in his researches, that religion it is community of like-minded people who follow their own direction according to their point of view. And religion it is people, as I said, like-minded people who see the world from their point of view. And I have an idea. Will face in zodiac signs or astrology, numerology, doesn't matter because it is all connected with space, universe, become a real religion because as we see, believing in zodiac signs became very popular and widespread. And I want to ask, will it become a real religion or it hasn't got effect and it will be like a science? Because astrology is about space and stars, and will it connect it with our future or something like that?
Astrology has no scientific basis but is considered completely harmless to mankind. Astrology is generally considered pseudoscience versus being a science. There are no scientific and peer-reviewed studies that validated its promises and promises that said it can be still be a fun and harms tool, that said it can be a fun and harms tool to engage with, to learn more about oneself. Quoted by Karaman 2022.
Generally, we can't consider astrology and zodiac signs as a religion because it's all connected to not just space, it also connected to the nature because we have 12 zodiac signs which are divided into 4 groups by 3 zodiac signs, and they're divided as fire, water, air, and earth. And all these 4 points, they're building a nature. They're all a part of the nature, so it shows that people are the part of the nature. So where did that come from? I've searched a lot of books and articles, and I found that about 2000 years ago in Old Babylon, there was a religion called Taoism. So basically, the moral of Taoism is that people are the part of nature, as I said before. Basically, during the communism in China in 1921, all the religions were banned, and therefore Taoism as an unpopular religion was forgotten. So while searching it all, I've noticed that zodiac signs and Taoism has a lot of common things between them. So basically, I could say that they're the same.
So we want to say that zodiac signs is kind of new form of Taoism, and it is just a slang.
Yeah, correct. And I would say that in the future, like in 50 or 60 years later, it definitely will become a new religion. So as you said, yeah, zodiac signs and astrology is kind of like the new name for Taoism.
So it is an interesting point which I want to emphasize, that Taoism it is an old religion which connected with nature, universe, and says that people are part of the universe and nature according to their zodiac signs and stars.
So here's my question. What conclusion can you make about Taoism?
Okay, if you look at from the point of view of religion, religion is a choice of every person, and that he chooses what lies to his soul. But since I'm a skeptic, I still adhere to the fact that any religion is auto-suggestion for this own comfort of the soul, which really helps a person to contribute to his life. the stimulus and what helps his life. Purpose and what helps his life, purpose, and if it is really easier for a person to believe in something, whatever it is, an inside religion or current religion, it's more behind a person's choice that science or something scientifically proven them.
So thank you that listen our podcast. It was your host Aida and our guests Aikirim and Amina. Goodbye.